I'm now joined by Miranda Xafa. She's a senior financial strategist at IG Partners and a former member of the executive board at the IMF. She's on the phone from Berlin. Miranda, thank you so much for joining us. It seems to be, at the same time, a sigh of relief because Greece indeed got the second tranche of money, and yet yields are on the rise a touch because of all the concerns surrounding the banking sector. Is this what concerns you the most, that we will have to restructure sooner rather than later?
Well, the banks are being asked to reduce their reliance on ECB funding and increase their lending so that the economy can pick up at a time when they are losing deposits. Now, on top of that, they are being asked for a voluntary extension of the debt maturing in 2012 and 13. And so, of course, there are concerns about the health of the bank, but I am sure that the new package, when it's finally announced, it will include funds set aside to recapitalize the banks. And that was already the case with the standby loan that Greece has been implementing for the past year.
Miranda, I wonder whether there's some kind of cutoff point where we say the only solution for Greece is now to restructure, because if they can't go to the markets next year, well, we already know, but if they can't even go to the markets the year afterwards, there has to be a cutoff point where the people decide that actually it's better for them to exit the euro.
Well, I think the restructuring and the exit of the euro are two separate issues. I think Greece could restructure its debt and still remain in the euro area. I think it would be political and economic suicide for Greece to leave the euro area. It will not resolve its debt problem because its debt is denominated in euros, and it will not resolve its competitiveness problem, which is not due to high wages, but it's due to structural rigidities and a labor market that is much too rigid.
But what happens at the moment? We have a prime minister who's facing political rows. His own future is very uncertain, and we're not seeing much growth in Greece at all.
Indeed. Now the government has to approve a medium-term fiscal plan as a condition for accessing this new package. In its first year of implementation, the program relied on across-the-board cuts in wages and pensions and on tax increases. By their nature, these measures are non-recurring. They just buy time to implement permanent spending cuts through privatization and closure of loss-making companies and entities. And this is where we are now. And these are the measures that are included in this medium-term fiscal plan. And that's why there is so much resistance to taking this bitter medicine.
All right, Miranda, we have to leave it there. Miranda Xafa, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.